So the next video is going to be about the building of the stairs. To give a little bit of history or perspective, all the wood here, except this fancy handrail, which really isn't all that fancy, was a tree that blew down last winter, I think it was. There were actually two trees that blew down. And so I milled them up and got the steps, which turned out amazing. Covered them with diamond coat, and they just came out clear and pretty and solid, and we're very, very happy with the steps. The risers are also Douglas fir, and one trick I guess I kind of learned when I previously had stained like a softwood, like a hemlock or a Doug fir. It always come out kind of blotchy, and put some sealer on it, and the sealer didn't come out right, and all that kind of stuff. So this time I have the exterior stain that I'm using on the siding, which you just paint on and it stays super brown. So I rubbed that exterior stain on here, and then I wiped it off, and it actually came out very even, not mottled, and was the best I've ever done for staining this soft wood and having it come out kind of nice looking. One interesting thing is you can see the slats here. They're about 1/2 inch. These things here are all cut individually, so everyone's cut to space it, and then the top piece is much larger. It's not really technically a grippable handrail, but it does work nice when you're walking up and down to grip it. So this side I put here, and that gave me the spacers, makes these little kind of flimsy pieces, they're actually pretty strong because of these spacers in between, and they, you know, in and out's not really a problem. So they made a very adequate handrail, and I think it's 4 7/8 or 3 7/8, I think is what it is in between. This, of course, is a handrail I bought at Home Depot. Comes down and attaches to my post, attaches here, and attaches going up. So we're gonna go ahead and start the video now. It's gonna be just, some of them are just pictures. I don't know, I just wasn't really set up. I was doing it by myself, running everything through the planer. First I had to get everything dry, so it was sitting in here for like a month on sawhorses, all stickered and everything, while the wood stove was going. And that seemed to work pretty good, because every single step is perfect, and they've been here for quite a while now. We'll go ahead and get started with the video.
Starting out here, we have the lumber riding on the forks of the tractor from the sawmill, going over to the house where it can have box fans blowing on it and a wood stove warming it up. That's about a 5x5 newel post, and that's what we start the stairs with.
So here's my post, and it's notched. You can see, there you go, that way it sits down on top of the deck. Hopefully it all slips through this time. And here's the other post. It's not secured, but it's slipped in place. Needs obviously some sanding, but hopefully it's gonna work out.
The big notch is because it's sitting right next to a BCI. So I notched it so the side that you're looking at goes down straight on the BCI.
Success. And there you have it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go underneath and support these against the rim joist. Just to show you what I did, I put a spreader in between, a block pushing up tight, a block to the side. I put a spreader on the top, and then I got this turnbuckle holding this one plumb, turnbuckle holding this one plumb, and a turnbuckle holding it side to side plumb. So right now, these 5x5s are strong as can be.
Here's a still shot of work in progress. You can see I'm just stacking them up, putting the little 2x2 pieces in there that are all cut to the angle. It went together very easily, and I don't think it came out all that bad. This is just going to be one little walk up the stairs and back down. Once I got everything put together, I have a cardboard on the steps because at this point in time they're not finished. I ended up using the diamond finish and it came out very well. But as I built each step, I took the old step out, put the new step in, and covered them so I wouldn't have a huge mess. Let's see if I can point out anything of note. You might want to notice I have this 2x2 that I made going up, but at the ends I just have like a little half by. It's the same material that I built the rails out of. And then when I got to the top, for some reason when I did it, I didn't take in the flooring at the top. So to keep my distance on my stair treads well, I had to actually remove the plywood and set that top step flush. Now we're just going to get a little sneak peek at the concrete windowsill I made for the kitchen window. Bummer is I got the 1-inch mistake and I made this thing 1 inch wider than the window, exactly. So I had to cut it in half and slide the two halves together. I'll show you how that all came out here in a minute when I get it finally installed. Actually, it came out wonderful. We do like it very much.
Just to show you kind of how it worked out, there's the right hand side, and then we move down over. There's my cut. When I was slipping it in, the two hit together and I got this little chip right here. But we'll just have to fill it with something and call it good. But anyway, come on down and here's the left hand side. So all in all, in concept, worked out pretty good. And step back so you can kind of see what the whole thing looks like. I think it's not too bad. I'll probably build a new one someday, but this one will be in place until that happens. We'll have our little farewell segment over here by the window. This is her window sill. Once it's covered with plants, you can't even tell. By the way, the window sill is polished concrete. I forgot to mention that. And it was the practice for doing the countertops. So we'll have a whole video on the countertops, which turned out amazing, but it all started with the idea of doing a concrete windowsill, which after having a concrete windowsill, it's like, oh my goodness, they are the best. I don't have the whatever I think to do them all in concrete, but I wish I did. Maybe someday I'll one by one replace them all with concrete. But Happy New Year to everybody. Hope the holidays are going well for you. This will be Stinging Nettle Farms signing out.